Uh, there we go. I'm just gonna let it record. I do apologize. Swap the chat on that side. There we go. I'll just do that. There we go. Alright, so let's go over these abilities. So this is just a standard AoE thing that's going to hit anyone. So this is probably whatever the tank's doing. Tank's going to be on this one. But this is the first actual skill that matters. So it's going to mark 3 legions. And once it marks those 3 legions, after 12 seconds, it's going to just like stun anyone that's around those legions. So you're going to need to worry about that. Roars with rage and inflicts airborne to all enemy legions, knocking them to the edge of the lair and generating 1 frozen area or areas. Okay. Generates massive icicles in the lair, stopping casting this skill when its remaining HP is below 50%. March the enemy legion outside the frozen area. Rolls a snowball to the marked legion target after a while, dealing damage to once all legions in its path. Okay. So it's going to send you a snowball that's going to chase you. The snowball explodes upon reaching icicles or walls, dealing damage once to all legion nearby. Hide behind icicles to dodge the skill. Okay, that makes sense. During the second stage, damage taken is 100%. Okay. Freezes mana stones will produce within the frozen areas. When the second stage starts, gather them to gain a bonus. Every time you gain one, you're going to get a 50% bonus. Each gathered mana stone reduces the Call of Dragons answer effect by 10%, and each legion can only gather 1 mana stone. So you only can have one of these at a time. Okay, okay, okay. So now, obviously immune, we have all that. Destroy the icicle upon reaching or hitting it. And these are now, I'm guessing, yeah, these are all small abilities. Charges up and damages all enemy legions in the lair once and afflicts them with airborne. Hide behind it. Right, okay, I got it, right. So anyone who wants to know, I'm gonna explain this raid to you now, because I've already clocked it. We already figured it out. Right, so let me get live draw up. Anyone wanting to learn now, pay attention. So, you have the raid, right? So this is the raid. So during the raid, there's going to be obviously the giant. Ooh, we're not in a nice spot. There we go. So the giant here is obviously going to be targeting you with AoE moves, right? But the 3 mechanics that you need to worry about is there's one where this guy is going to knock everyone around to the edge. So you're going to see everyone get knocked up. There's one knock up you can't miss. That's kind of like the bear knockup, but imagine giant style, right? Once you've been knocked up, this guy, I'm guessing this is what it looks like. So, and this is assuming, we're assuming, we haven't played it yet, and what he's gonna do is he's gonna freeze off one of these sections, so you can't actually access it. And during this time, there's gonna be a stone like here, maybe here and here, right? And it's your objective with your march to get these stones to end the phase, and by ending the phase, you're gonna be able to, you know, kill the guy. So that's what I'm assuming from the initial first look. And again, if we look at the skills, we've got 30 minutes to go. You're supposed to be asleep. I know. I went to sleep at 4 p.m. to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning for you guys, just so I could stream this and record it at the same time. So, but yeah, if we look at the abilities, again, this is like the big one, which is kind of sketch, but with the mechanics I was just drawing out, so it's going to mark 3 legions. This is the only thing I haven't mentioned. I'm going to talk about that after. But the actual main mechanics is, this is the one I was talking about with the massive knock-up. So this is Howling Wind, so you can't really dodge this one. Then you've got your freeze mechanic, right, which is going to freeze the area in the second stages, right? So you've got that. That's your first stage and your second stage sorted. So you should know what first and second stage is. Then there's another mechanic to deal with. So the boy here, so imagine this is my march, right? This is my march, and during the raid, my march might get like a mark above my head. And if it gets a mark above my head, what happens is a massive ice ball of death is gonna spawn, and the job of this ball is to chase me, right? So it needs to chase me and kill me. So what I have to do is basically like move almost like in a circle. So this thing goes up and around. And the thing is, if you're a legion that's, you know, in the path, you're going to take damage. So you either need to play with the person who's been marked, or you need to just stay away from him. You know what I'm saying? Then there's the second mark. So there's another one where you can have up to 3 players, right? 3 players could be on the map, and then you could get marked. And what this mark does instead is it spawns after 12 seconds a giant AoE around you. And this AoE will knock up and stun you, so you have to make sure you're not near anyone again. So that's all the abilities. Obviously, we're going to see this in action in 28 minutes when it comes live, but I think that's a really good job at first assessing how these read, right? So this is how the snowboulder works. This is, again, the icicle one, which we just went over. And the cool thing with the ball one, which I haven't like explained yet, is if you get chased by the ball, you can put the ball into an icicle and it will blow up. Or you can run it into a wall, and if you run it into a wall, it will blow up too. But if it blows up, anyone in that AoE is going to take damage. So just make sure you're paying attention, because this raid seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. It's got quite a lot to it. It's got 2 different stages, and then within those 2 stages, you know, you've got an actual mechanic you need to deal with, like the raid mechanic, and then afterwards you've got the like individual boss mechanics, similar to more like the Necro Giant. So yeah, we're buzzing. And by the way, if you've not noticed, I need to sign in on my mobile phone in a second, just quickly. But we have spanned this. We have done it for the video already. I've recorded it before I went live. We have Forondil. And I've got Forondil to 5 on his first skill already. So we're going to rock him 5111 for a while. We're going to see how good he is at 5111. I'm still debating how I'm going to skill him up. I don't know if you want him 5511 or if you want to try and roll the dice and go 5151. You know, I don't know which one you want. This skill here is super good. So this is like one of the skills you kind of really want. But it might be just a 5551 hero for a lot of players. And then when you get eventually awakened, he's just going to be a monster still. So he's one of them heroes that is going to get continuous value the more you use him. Let's just march my Synderon over. We are going to be using in the raid Synderon Frega. That's just what we're going to be rocking. This skill here doesn't matter. So we only care about these 3. And obviously with Synderon I've only got these. But I only care about this skill. This skill is what makes all the damage pump out, right? Obviously if I get this skill later it'll be really good. It'll help out, but that's how we're going to be rocking it. But yeah, we got to avoid. So you got to avoid AoE. I can't even spell icicle. I put ice and then Claire. I know that's how you don't spell icicle. But it is what it is. Is there another Phaedric nearby? No. We'll have to wait later then. Look, Wayne is the new designated tank. My guy has over 196k troops already. Whale. I wish I had T5 so I could push Dragon Trials and do the same. It'll feel really good. How you guys doing? I know it's late. For me, like I said, it's 10 past 3 in the morning. I know in the US it's probably around 12, so it's gonna be like between like 8 and 10 o'clock maybe. Sleepy. The thing is, I've had a good sleep, so I'm kind of awake. The only problem is, and this is the only issue I have, it's like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you know? So like, I can't really be too loud. I can't get too excited because obviously the little one is like over in the next room and she needs to be, you know, sleeping because she's got school tomorrow, and the missus, she's sleeping because she's got work, you know, and they're gonna get up in basically 4 or 5 hours from now. They're getting up, you know. But yeah, we can go over all the skills all the time. I can explain the raid. I anytime. If Wayne joins in the stream, I'll explain the raid again. You gotta do a beat in an hour. Dog flew into Atlanta at 4 AM yesterday. No, dude, you didn't really do that. Then you flew out at 11. Oh, I'd been knackered. As if you did that. But yeah, if Wayne joins the stream, I'll be able to explain to Wayne. And then I'll re-explain again just before the raid starts. But the raid's pretty simple. I think it's pretty simple again. I don't know. I played World of Warcraft, so I think raids are really easy to understand. So, like, you know, obviously you're going to be DPSing the Giant. The Giant's going to freeze a certain area of this raid. During that time, you can get a Frozen Ice Stone. If you get the Frozen Ice Stone, you're going to get an attack buff, meaning you deal more damage. And, most likely, you're going to finish the stage, right? So that'd be the second stage done. And then you go back into the first stage, which you originally was fighting in. But, during that, you got two mechanics to worry about. You got one mark that if you get marked with, an AoE icicle below you will spawn after 12 seconds and it'll AoE stun lock everyone, right? But there's another mark where if you've got it, the mark's gonna make this little giant ball. Imagine like the Necro Giant ball, right? And that's gonna chase you. And again, you can destroy the ball by either running into a wall or running into one of the icicles that might be still stuck from the Frost Giant. So if you blow up or run into, so destroying the ice ball, the ice ball will deal a ton of AoE damage too. And then you've got all the little basic abilities. So if we look at the skills again, this is what all the skills are. These are just the stages. So at the end of the second stage, when you complete it, you get to heal then. Obviously 8 minutes is your timer, which is cool. This is the one scary thing, which is where he's going to throw a snowball here for 1k. But it's at random, so you just got to pay attention. Like, look, it prioritizes ranged legions. So it's going to be hitting me over the tank, which is cool. But then, like I say, you've got the Ice Spire, which is going to stun. So this is the Ice Spire stun ability. I might move my video. Hold on. There we go. At least you can read the skills there. So look, you've got 12 seconds, then an AoE stun, right? So that's one ability. This one is an AoE, like everyone gets pushed to the edge of the layer. This is what's going to signify the second stage. And then the second stage, this. So during the second stage, damage taken is minus 100%, so you don't take any damage. Then freeze mana stones will be produced within frozen areas within the second stage start. Gather them to gain a bonus. Bonus attack, 50% attack, 30 seconds. Each legion can only gather one mana stone, so this is only one spread across, right? And then you've got, these are like your basic abilities. So at the bottom, if you're a tank, the bottom abilities are kind of what you want to read, because these are the things that you take generally as the, you know, the slap damage, the random damage. But the top ones are the main abilities. So I hope I've explained it again. There we go. We've got 17 minutes, so we ain't got that long. I'll be funny if I'm like one of the top DPS players because I try and dodge majority of the damage and mechanics while everyone else gets hit. And because I'm dodging it all, I have higher DPS overall because of the amount of troops I have compared to everyone else. I'd laugh. Ugh, like, honestly. If you played World of Warcraft, or if you played stuff like Lost Ark as well, Behemoth raids should be really, really easy for you to understand. "12 secs after Mark, there's been AoE stun. One Mark creates an icicle there. I think that's how you spell it. Second stage starts by giant slamming all legions airborne, and then freezes an area. Freeze mana stones appear. Collect to end stage and gain 50% attack buff. Healing stone comes at the end of completing stage 2. How to do the raid 101. But yeah, that's the raid literally. Snowball ranged ability, 1k damage, only targets ranged. Be ready to dodge. It's easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. Too easy, chat. I'm buzzing though. I'm looking forward to it. Are you guys looking forward to seeing it? 13 minutes, I know, man. I could have started my stream a little bit later on, but I thought if I give it a little bit of build up, you guys could always ask questions and stuff. And like I say, do you know what? Before I run out of time, chat, let me log on to my phone. It's gonna save that. Let me just get this. I know I'm gonna forget if I don't do it. Like, I'm legit gonna forget if I don't do it. Hold on. Alright, now I can click this, and then I'm back. Hit start. There we go. We had to do that. Sorry, chat. You know exactly what we've done. You know exactly what we've done. We could use them as well. That's the scary thing. But I'm going to save them. It's gone, chat. It's gone. Oh my god. We just got it. That's all we got. We had to get it, man. It's the best bundle in the game. Yep. Yep. But just run. We'll explain the raid again soon. I'll explain the raid properly with live draw. You know, I'll use the live draw. We'll go on this side again, because live draw is on this side. Right, I'll give you guys a quick rundown. Let's see. Right. Let's do it. Let's figure out what should we explain the mark abilities? No, well, explain the raid first. I think if you explain the raid, it's easier to understand the mark abilities, right? So, raid is very, very simple, right? So, the giant's obviously going to target the tank. So, let's say the tank stands here, right? This guy is going to target the tank, always, right? So that's the giant. The giant's killing the tank. So what can happen randomly during a raid, the giant can do a couple of things. It can fire. So if I'm a ranged person here, so I'm a ranged unit, it can shoot the ranged units with an AoE snowball. So if you're a ranged player, you need to dodge this. You need to be ready for it, right? What also it can do is if you're just, you know, a march around the edges, let's say, it can also put a mark on you, and up to 3 of you. If it puts a mark on you, what it could be doing is after 12 seconds, a massive AoE icicle is going to spawn, and anyone in that is going to take some damage, and it's going to stun you. So that one's a bit of a nasty one. But the next one is if you're a march and then you get another different mark on you, what spawns is a giant ice ball. So this is the giant ice ball, right? Similar to like the Necro Giant ball. But the difference with this ball compared to the other ball is this one, if it runs over you, it instantly kills you, it says. It deals 100% of the damage to your march. So you cannot get touched by this thing. So if you are this person, you need to run towards one of these walls, or you can run towards an icicle. If you can run towards an icicle, this will also blow up the ball. So that's like the major mechanics. Once you've done that, the giant will enter basically stage 2. Stage 2 is very easy to understand. It's very similar to like the giant bear or even like the Thunder Rock. So this guy is gonna slam the ground. So he's gonna AoE slam, and everyone around here will be knocked up. No matter what, you all get knocked up. Once you've all been knocked up, he will freeze an area. I don't know how the freeze is going to look. We're just guessing at this point on this bit. But he's going to freeze an area. And once he's frozen an area, what will spawn is 3, maybe 1, 2, 3, who knows, called freeze mana stones. These mana stones you collect to finish this stage, and once you finish this stage, you will also gain the healing stone. So the healing stone will then appear once you've completed stage 2, right? It's important to claim those freeze stones, because if you get the freeze stone, you're gonna gain a 50% damage buff. And I can now show you all of these abilities to justify everything I've just said. So this gives you guys a quick heads up. So this is the snowball move. So if the ranged snowball move is this one. So as you can see, it throws a snowball randomly. It deals 1,000 damage, but it targets us and it prioritizes. Yeah. Oh, let's move. Let's move. Sorry, you can't see. There we go. Look, it prioritizes ranged legions. So you have to make sure if you're a ranged legion, you pay attention to this move. This is one which actually does impact you a lot, right? Then the other mechanics is, like I said, the icicle one. So 3 legions will get a mark. Once they get a mark, 12 seconds later, anyone in that area with them might get stunned by a massive icicle of the frost spear. But we don't know yet if the frost spears stay there. I assume they do because of how this ability works. So the snowball says, marks an enemy legion outside the area. Rolls of the snowball to that marked target, and after a while, dealing damage once to all legions on the path, right? Damage type, skill damage, physical, damage value, 100% of that maximum unit count, meaning it kills you. You cannot get touched. If you get this on you, run. The snowball can explode upon reaching an icicle, which I said, or a wall, dealing damage to all nearby legions within that area. Hide behind an icicle to dodge the skill damage. See? So icicles from this frost spear must stay during the raid, right? And then if we look here, the second stage ends when the healing appears. When you read this, it will inflict an airborne to all legions in the air, generating 1 frozen area. And then when you read this one, the Frost Mana Stone will generate within the frozen areas on the second stage. So then when you get these Mana Stones, you get 50% extra legion attack, right? For 30 seconds. These abilities at the bottom, so any of these abilities here, which you can see my mouse going over, these are tank abilities. So if you're the tank, you actually care about these abilities more, because these abilities are like the slaps and the AoE damages that the tank absorbs. So you've got a 300 damage that you're going to be tanking. You've got a 400 damage that you're going to be tanking. And the 500 damage that you're going to be tanking. Another 500. And this is 50% of your HP. So make sure you don't get hit by this. And this is a charge. So that's all the abilities. That's the raid again explained to you guys. So you should be able to hopefully come into this raid now not completely blind, because obviously we still haven't fought it yet. We are working with what information we have, but playing, like I said, I've played World of Warcraft for years, and like Lost Ark, and even like Final Fantasy Online. MMOs in general have raids, and when you play a raid, you have a really good grasp at what a raid tends to do. So you didn't get home until 1 in the morning, Jacob? Forget that. I'd be knackered. I say that. I say that, but you gotta remember, once upon a time, chat, I used to work in a casino. You know, I used to be a croupier, so I was one of those guys who could deal blackjack, roulette, free card poker, and poker, like Texas Hold'em. So that's probably another reason why I've got maybe good language. I'm kind of confident at talking to you guys and stuff as well, because you know, at one point in time I had to speak to strangers on a daily basis and at the same time take the money, which is kind of ruthless to say, but the thing is, as long as, you know, I provided a good service and they enjoyed themselves in the end, and you know, I give them entertainment while we're playing blackjack or roulette at the time, you know, that's all that mattered. You know, you gotta have an enjoyable night, you know, because some people only might spend like 20 quid, right? Can you save up the Goblin Market vouchers for later wheel events? Yes, that's. I do mention this in the video. I've recorded my Forondil video already, guys. But yes, so what you can be doing, for example, say you're on a brand new account, the Madeline wheel comes. Because the Madeline wheel's there, what you can do is go to the daily deals, or the Great Value Pack, and you can buy this, right? So you can buy these Goblin Market vouchers. This goes 5, 10, and it like increases every purchase. But you can save them. You don't have to use them. I've not used any of my tokens. Anyone who's been following the channel can agree with you. Even if you watch maybe some of my past, you know, my older streams, you might see it in there. But I've had 30 tokens since the last Freygar wheel. So I've had a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, and if I wanted to right now on the lucky spin, I could technically buy more, right? I could purchase with gems. I could get more of these and start stocking them up. You know, 25. I need more gems. So I'm gonna get more gems. But there you go. I could get 20, right? So I could buy 20 now, and I'm on 35 tickets again. So you can do that. Yeah, I'm just letting my tech go, you're right, yep. So, if you're wondering, I set my tech going at the end of last season. Because I've been waiting at the end of the season to get the best research rune. You know, like the 20% or 15% research reduction, I forgot what it is. And then at the same time, I got R4, which was the officer role, which gave me an extra 1%. And then, what else could I got? I've forgotten. I had something else, but I had all of the best buffs, you know. So I set it all going at the end of the stage, and these ones were 100 days to do, and I dropped them down all the way to 75 days with Alliance helps. And I'm personally gonna let this cook. I'm gonna let this cook throughout the season, and towards the end of the season, I might finish it. I'm not gonna rush it because this is almost 1.2 million power there. You know, I'm going to start shooting up in power really quickly, guys. Because once I've started this one, I'm good to go. Because I've got all of these done. I needed this one completed in order to start this. You see what I'm saying? And I've already got my marksman pretty heavily sorted. These are in a good spot. So yeah, I'm letting this just cook. So by the end of the season, it should have eaten up the like extra 30 odd days. I don't have to worry about it then. Oh wow. I've missed the raid because we were talking about that. I blame you, chat. Look, this is how fast it is. Jesus. They're not even going to get the stage 2. Look, they're going to kill it. That was 1 minute. 1 minute. Legit took 1 minute to kill. It didn't even get to stage 2. Look, everyone's can't believe. Wow. That was less than a minute and he killed it. You literally saw one mechanic, which was the icicles. That was it. Wow. That's wild. I didn't record it anyway. Because I'm going to record, I think, the elite one. Look, they've purified theirs. They're purifying theirs. Look how quick. Everyone killed them so quick. Look. They died within a minute. Oh, this one's not done. Oh, we'll watch the TA one. Hey. All according to plan. I'm gonna set the record going and then we'll just watch it. We'll just watch it. It replaces the giant bear? Yeah. No, well, the thing is the giant bear is already there. The giant bear is still here, but you have a different giant bear fight. I'll explain it. The elite raid's a lot more harder. So, yeah, the what you call it, like the giant bear is harder now compared to the other one. It's still easy, but it is harder. Recorded about to be a 3-minute demolition, lol. Right, here we go, chat. Look, are you ready? So here we go. Raid Stein. So these are the trash abilities that I was talking about. 400 damage, 500 damage abilities that the tank has to absorb. I'm looking around carefully. Those are the marks. So if you got this mark on you now, this is what you want to be dodging, because this is going to be the icicle. So in 12 seconds, this is going to stun everyone in that area. Look, and knock them up. Boom! Now he's targeting down here. We don't have another mark on anyone yet. Behold the might of my fist. This is a charge if you get hit. Nope, no charge move, just a big slam. That's the rage snowball. Get out of that. 1k damage. Boom. 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 Freeze them all. Maybe he's going to get it in time. Maybe they're not going to kill it quick enough. No, they're definitely killing it quick enough. That's it. That's it. That's all we get to see. Because, honestly, the second stage isn't going to last long enough. Unfortunately. I'm going to have to, like, mention it in the video. Like, I'm going to have to explain the whole raid in the video for everyone. So then, you know, I can explain how the raid works, show that gameplay off, and just explain, like, look, every alliance that I wanted to record killed it with within the first stage. Also, I wanted to show you this, guys. The strongest lord is here. We've got the strongest lord. Theodore is there. Ghost is currently rank 1 at the moment at 50 mil. So, or 49 mil. So, that's cooking too. What else did I want to say before? Oh no, that's it, right? You want to talk about tech? I can talk about tech now. Is my ego tech complete? No, not all of it. That's what I was working on. So the way I do my tech, so this eco tech is almost all complete. It's like just this ending bit. But like my research one is and stuff. Like all the important ones is. So what I was doing, you know, obviously I wasn't using these techs, right? So because I wasn't using, like I wasn't researching, I wasn't doing anything of these techs, I was doing eco. So you always do eco tech all the time. Always do this eco tech. And then at the end of the season, and this is why I say it, you do at the end of the season, because you can be working on all your eco tech, maybe the last week or so, you find the best room that you want, and then you trigger this. And then you can either use your speed ups if you really wanted to and get it finished. Like I could potentially speed this up. You know, we've got quite a decent amount of speed, but not a lot, as you can see. Like, I don't want to waste them. So, I'm just going to save my speed ups. I'm going to let the season tick this down because, guys, it's going to be over 30 days of a season. You know what I'm saying? You're playing over 30 days. So, this is going to be down here. And I've got all those rewards too. So, then, once those are complete, I'll go back to Eco Tech, work on Eco Tech, and then it'll be at the end of the season too. So then I'll probably proc this one, and then we'll start doing, you know, some of these ones, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I do my tech. I try and micromanage it that way. Also, if you look at the Behemoth Hunter, we are number 1. Number 1. So we do get the ability to have the first chance of, you know, the elite raid, but the elite raid's not out yet, and that's the one thing that we need to be in. I'm just saying, as you guys know, chat, I have every single elite raid frame in the game. Me, TA, and TM, we've always been together and taken the elite raid first when it first came out. So that is going to be a tradition I will continue. Meaning, I will be getting the Frost Giant frame. It's going to be happening. And then, guess what? We will get the Frost Dragon Behemoth elite raid frame. We're going to get them both. We will make sure every Pokemon badge gym leader is destroyed and we can flex that we've completed them. I'm just saying. Especially with the new Pokemon mechanic. But yeah, we've got another Phaedric caught. I'm going to release this for the video. What I'll do later on. What I'll do is see if we can find one. There's no Phaedrics nearby, so we don't have to worry about it. Gina, UTM, share that pass. We're sharing this pass. This is going to be our pass. So this is where now I'm going to move down here. Who's already down here? Blue, Grunge, Charles. Ooh, can we sneak it in? Oh! Ooh. I don't know about you guys, but I love really nice tight teleport locations. Let's just quickly speak to these. So all I'm going to do, chat, I'm not going to lie. I'll answer all of any questions you guys have got in chat now. I'll answer all of your questions, whack them in. But it is 3:45 in the morning for me. As you can imagine. It's early hours. So I am going to answer all of your questions. Whack them all in. I'll answer tech, heroes, pets, you name it. Live AMA right now, and then I'm gonna ask, you know, be here for you all, you know. The elite raid is not out yet, Matthew and Kirk. I am doing good apart from being tired. It's weird because I had to sleep at like 6 o'clock in the evening, and I woke up at 2 in the morning so I could be awake for 3 in the morning for the stream. As you can see, we've almost hit an hour on the stream timer, but my stream was streaming for another 20 minutes prior to this. It had a little problem, so I had to restart the stream. Right, let's go. What region do you recommend going into the beginning of Season 2? I actually recommend either Enogard or this one. Whatever this place is called. Is it Scalera? I forgot how to see the season map. Scout Center. Yeah. So either Enogard or Scalera. I think these two... Well, do you know what? I'm going to give you it. Because I bet you everyone has their own opinions and they're going to talk absolute smack and say there's only one good place. But I actually think all 4 of them are good. I'll explain why. So Enogad and Scalera are the best ones, like the best 2 regions, the joint the best in my opinion, if you want the most options. And what that means is, when you look at Scalera, Scalera has the ability here and here to have, oh, let's swap, one sec chat. There we go. Sorry, I just realized I wasn't on the live draw screen. So yeah, you have here and here. So these 2 spots, if you think about it, for Scalera is really good because you get 2 ancestor statue points to fight for. Meaning you have double the chance of winning and double the chance of getting loads of points for the proving grounds. On top of this, you obviously have the ability of a really nice zone. It's a really good zone. You also gain the ability, I think you enter Roseanne, and from Roseanne you enter either one of these 2. I think this is how it works, and then this guy walks up here. I think that's how the regions jump into, because then the regions go, it's a complicated one, I'm just gonna say, but that's what I say. But with and Enogad's the same. So if you spawn in Enogad, you got this statue and this statue. You know what I'm saying? So you get 2 statues to fight for and share if you're winning. So I would pick one of those 2 if you want like the most rewards. But Karazhan's really good because I think Karazhan, when I'm starting to defog it now, but I think Karazhan enters here. And we enter here, and because we enter Doolan and these guys enter, what is it, Barudia, what ends up happening is you then can come into, you can now come into this zone and come into this zone. And if you're in Enogad can go into that zone too. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, it might be this zone. I've forgotten which one's the zone 2. I'm still working it, remembering. Scalera comes up, I think, like this. And then Roseanne like this, or like this. You know what I'm saying? And then Enogad gets these 2. This is zone 3. This is the end zone. So once you're finished, no matter what, you know, Enogad goes like this. These guys go like this. These guys go like this. And these guys go like this. You see what I'm saying? So then you have like the branches. Yeah, now you have the branches where I can go into this zone. Oh, that's a horrible color. Sorry, chat. I can go into this zone or this zone. I can go into this zone or this zone. This guy can only go into this zone. This guy can only go into this zone. So can you see like how each zone has its own route? So if you want the most flexibility, you kind of want Enogad or Scalera. But if you've got like a second alliance, like, you know, TATM, you might have one alliance in Corazon, so it has a free ride through. And then you have Enogad, which is more of a battlefield potentially. So I hope that explains like the different zones, the best ones to pick from, because honestly they all are good. I don't want to say any of them are bad yet, because at the moment we've only played in this zone. I know members in this zone have said it's a good one too, so I just chill out. So that answers that question. Let's go back and let's see what everyone else is saying. Isn't the new frame in 4 hours though? No. So like I can show you guys, if you go to the profile pictures in season 2 and avatar frames, like I said, we have every frame possible, and you can't do anything. And then on top of this as well, just to showcase it's not in the game, when you go to the Behemoth Hunter, right? I've already done Season 2 Bear. I'll explain the Season 2 Bear. I've got a video coming out soon for it. I think it comes out today, to be honest. But the Behemoth Hunter rankings, you can see the first purification. So you can see we was the first ones to win on here, right? But when you go to, for example, the Giant Bear, right? You can click the Elite, right? So here I can see the first purification and then the Elite rewards, right? So I can see that. But when we go to the Frost Giant, it's coming soon. It's not in the game yet. So the Frost Giant and the Frost Dragon Elite raids are not in yet. So you can imagine it in the next patch, or potentially the patch after. You could assume they're gonna be here, right? They have to be here by the end of the season. You've got to imagine, right? So everyone can get the Elite raid for him. So we can't get them, but you are right. If we had access to the Elite raids, you are right. If I had access to the Elite raids, once you kill your giant, it's always 4 hours after. Once the 4 hours is after, or timer is up, you can go to your behemoths. You can go to that Frost Giant, and you can actually go to the Elite raid. But as you can see, even here, there's no Frost Dragon or Frost Behemoth, right? One thing you guys will need to know, and I'm going to switch my camera to the other side for this. I just want to give you guys a heads up. When you're in the Season 2, the Giant Bear is different. The Giant Bear is different. So if I go to the Behemoth Hunter quickly, you'll see it says while Frenzy is active, Giant Bear heals 30% of its HP. Well, 30% of all damage it deals back to its HP, right? You're probably wondering what Frenzy is. Good question, because it's part of the Elite raid. And the Elite raid is different. So when you go to the Elite raid now, look. So Frenzy lasts 50% longer, which is just nasty. You've got Earth Protector, Mad Dash, and Fury Strike. And then this is where you hit the new stuff. So you still got the HP attack and defense increase, which you are accustomed to in Season 1. You reduces your defense by 100%, so you've got no defense with this guy. But it's Metamorphosis. While the Behemoth is more than 75% HP remaining, it is immune to all magic damage. When it is less than 25% HP remaining, it is immune to all physical damage. Right? Frenzy lasts 50% longer. So just remember that. So when you're in this raid, you need to bring some magic units and you need to bring some archer units this time, compared to last time where you have to, where everyone just brings archers, right? Because you just killed the bear. This time you need to bring some boys. We had 15 mages to kill it. So make sure you bring some mages in Season 2 for the Elite Bear. Like I say, I've got the raid guide coming out, so I hope you guys enjoy that. So after Exuberance and Feral Exuberance, what is the best skills on the Golden Rock? So that's a good question. You need to get Concentration. I think it's Concentration. Or the other attack move. So, let me go. So I've got this Concentration on the Snow Peak. On your Golden Rock, you get Exuberance, and then if you get Feral Exuberance here, which gives it even more rage, because it generates more rage, what I would personally do then is get stuff like Fierce Attack. So I would go up here and have Fierce Attack, 40% chance to deal damage to the target when your deputy casts Rage skill. Because that means now we generate a bunch of rage from Exuberance and Feral Exuberance. Then, because we generate a bunch of rage, we hit our skills quicker, meaning our 40% chance has more chances to hit. You know, you see what I'm saying? You get to cycle faster. Because you cycle faster, we get Fierce Attack. And because then we got Fierce Attack, we can then do the same. We can get Super Fierce Attack to increase the chance of that triggering even further. So then you got more damage. You know what I'm saying? But that's good. Honestly, if you've got that a golden rock with exuberance and thingy, feral, it's really good. I'd use it. It's a rage generator. You're going to be very happy with it. At the moment, we've got this guy. I'm debating to release this guy for the video. But we've got this pain balloon on one of our Phaedrix, and we've got this one too. So I am debating to work on both of them at the same time, because the Bolt of Light gives you more magic attack, which is good, and we need intelligence, so we can re-roll these guys for better intelligence. And we've got Pain Balloon, like I say. So what I need in reality is Forceful Pain Balloon, right? So I need this skill, so it deals more damage. And then as well, what you could get is Magic Fortune. This is a good one. You could get Ruthless Follow-Up. This is also a good one. You could also get, I think is it Divine Hit? No, not Divine Hit. Not Forceful Ice Core. Follow-Up. That's it. You could use Follow-Up. Follow-Up's a really good skill with the mage ones too. You could eat, you know, because it's magic pet damage, so you have to follow it up. I like it. Elemental Harmony is a good one as well for magic pets. So it's a good couple of skills. So you could use any of those for magic pets. If you're a physical base, you want stuff like the Tooth Claw's a good one. Beastmax, okay. I wouldn't go crazy, but Tooth and Claw, Fierce Attack, really, really powerful. Honestly, I really do like it. One of them's good as well, because it gives you, is it this one? Yeah. Shield penetration. Don't ignore this. If you have like a 2-star penetration, you'll be surprised. This is going up by nearly 2-3% extra penetration if you've got a really high strength stat, you know, like this. See how big the strength is? 32 and 39. So if you had one of these stat based on your guy, that's what you want to do. Also, I'm going to tell you guys now, you do not want every single skill S tier. I've clocked it. You do not want every single skill S tier, because if you do, you lose out. So if you look here, you'll notice I've got all these S tiers, right? But if you notice, it's only S tier because of the amount of extra points I've got, right? Which is cool. This is S tier too. But I want more strength and agility, and you'll notice like on this one, look, you can see like the bars. You see these bars here? They all change. And you purposely want, if you're looking for a good pet, in my eyes, you want, for me, I want a Berserker Phaedrix, right? With arrogance and stuff like that. It needs to be a strength-based agility and either endurance and luck, right? So it needs to be those 4 skills, which are S. And if I can get only these guys S, as you can see, look, this is a 39 rated. This is almost a 30, this is 32. But by having these guys B, I don't care about intelligence, I don't care about spirit, because it's a physical based pet. I have a higher chance of getting these 4 skills even higher than they are. You see how these 18, 23, and 22? This is 27, because I've got basically, you know, one of these skill points have been allocated into that zone. So do you get what I'm saying? The level benefit, every time you level up your pet, you see these numbers here. So you get plus 3.92%, plus 2.7%, plus 3.03. This is the skill that increases. So every time I level up my pet, I get plus 3.03 strength on this number. Yeah, so I'm leveling up and the base attributes go up. Also, when you level up your pet, when you hit base level 2, you can equip them, and at level 5, you can change the name of your pet. So I hope that answers your question there. Any more questions? If not, I am going to go to bed. I'm going to do some recordings and stuff when I wake up. There we go, claimed. We're just going to look at the damage meter. Hulkden, rank 2. Nice to see, dude. I'm guessing he was rocking his Syndron. And calories at the top. I wish I could still see what marches people ran. It would be cool. Forondil's there, look. Hey, babe. Oh my god. I'm actually going to change my daily to Forondil. Where's he just gone? Chat, I'm up. Chat, where's Forondil just gone? He's gone. No, I wanted to give him the good. I wanted to give him the good. Why did you go, Eliana? Guys, can you see him? Can you spot Waldo? Madeline? Bro, he literally dipped. You can get S tier, potentially, legendary pets by capturing a level 25 pet. I'm just gonna let you know. But, what I'm saying is, so when you go to a pet, right? When you're in a pet, and you're regenerating pets. So, you know, for example, this pet, or this one, right? This is a good pet to look at. This pet's dog, right? In the attributes. But what I can do is still regenerate these skills, and the skills I care about is intelligence. So I want this skill to be almost a 39 based S tier skill. But I don't care about strength, and I generally don't care about agility when it comes to a magic based pet. And because of that, it means I can have a 39 star, maybe a 35 star, a 27 star, and another 27 star, all on S tier, which is higher than this. You know what I'm saying? It's cool having a 5 star, S tier ability, but you've got to think it's losing points, because I've got 27, 36, 28, 23, and 30 and 22. But here, look, we've got 39, 32. Look at that. Look at the difference in how much more points you're gaining by only having 4 S tiers over adding a 5th one. And these are on the skills that you care about. So if you care, like you should do, about strength, agility, and luck, and sometimes endurance for the Berserker Phaedric, those are the 4 skills you want. I don't think you want these. If anything, the lower ranking these ones are, the better. Because the lower ranking these are, more points get allocated to these 4. You know what I'm saying, chat? See where I'm going with it? How many troops do I have? Let me just set this guy in. If you're wondering, we're at the home stretch, guys. We need to get all these to level 10 now. I am debating just to gem it, but I don't know how much it's going to cost. That's 22k, and it's going to be like 27 and 20 something, or 30 something. It's going to be a lot. So I'm kind of just letting it cook. But troops. There you go. Will you spin the Wheel of Destiny for foreign or just see lucky spin? I span both. The Wheel of Destiny, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I spanned the Wheel of Destiny for Theodore. I didn't spin it for Forondil. Because Theodore is the strongest Legion hero, and because he's on the strongest Legion, he's gonna be harder to obtain. Otherwise, you're gonna have to spend daily gifts to buy him. So what you need to do is basically, I rolled it. I didn't get him. I got Syndrion, which is still good, right? 10 heads of Syndrion on the daily spin within 30 spins. But I was trying to get Theodore because I knew Forondil is on the lucky spin. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to spin to get him here. And I would spin the Wheel of Destiny to try and get Theodore. That's the way I would be doing it. Because obviously Theodore's harder to obtain. You know, you got to compete in this event. And look, you've got some people already pushing some crazy numbers. And when you get to the rewards, it's 200 sculptures for rank 1. And only 100 for rank 2 and 60 for rank 3. So, especially if you're being a whale, you need to make sure you're getting this. Rank 15 is for the unlock. And then, so is top 25. So if you're in the top 25, you'll get an unlock of him. So that's what you're competing against. And there's going to be a lot of players doing it. Look, 1.1 million points already. It might not sound a lot, but it is going to be a lot when other players are all competing for that first ever Theodore unlock. So yeah, I would use the Wheel of Destiny for Theodore. I would use the Lucky Spin to try and obviously get Forondil. So I hope that explains that to you, Mr. Bowen or Bowen. Sorry if I butcher your name. You only have 200k units? Yeah, dude. We have a lot of units. And the cool thing is when you get to this stage of units, guys, you know, and I'm going to explain this for T4 players as well. When you have this amount of units, you know, what you should do, you know, when you got like Roots of War, this is a really good for Roots of War. Because what you can do in Roots of War, let me switch this way. Oh no, I kinda can't. Oh, it's fine. Right, so my Forest Eagles are here. I have 407,000, right? It's got 407, yeah. Sorry if it looks bad, but that's 407k troops, right? And I've got this 377k. So I have in total 784k cav. Yeah? So that's how much cavalry I have as a T4 player. Why does this matter? It's really good because when you're playing Roots of War, you can use all those really funky, cool cavalry setups, run a 3, 4, 5-man cavalry march with those units and these units down there, right? And basically use those units for the first half of the game without really using any healing. And then once you've used those troops and these units are almost dead and you can't fill up, you know, a full march anymore, you have, you know, 1, 2, 3. You have your next 3 units, which are generally your stronger units, right? Your archers, your mages, and your ironbarks are what you're going to be using after. And most people have mages, and all the mages are stronger, and the archers are. So when it hits that 30 minutes remaining, 15 minutes remaining, well, you're bringing out all of your strong troops. You're bringing all the powerhouse. You're bringing all your big boy heroes. So the enemies now that have less troops than you, because they've been using those archers and mages throughout, well, you're going to beat them because you're going to have more Legion troop capacity than they will because of the amount of troops you have compared to them, right? So a really good tip for you guys in Roots of War when you do get a bunch of T4 troops trained. Just to let you know. That's how I play. That's how I get 20,000, 15,000 points easily in my Roots of War with just open fielding and maybe garrisoning one building. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that helps. But yeah, I think I've answered all your questions. It's 10 past 4. We've hit 1 hour and 15 minutes on the stream. We've recorded some bits. We've recorded the Frost Giant as well as some other cool parts. So I'm gonna end the stream there. I'm gonna have a little snooze for basically 2 to 3 hours, and then I'll be back online and I'll be recording some footage and videos for you guys to enjoy, because I know you guys have been enjoying the content. Remember, if you enjoyed the stream and you want to support it, hit the like button, guys. It helps me massively. Every single time someone hits the like button, it recommends the channel to other players that are looking for Call of Dragons content. And honestly, every single day we are growing and growing as a community. Our community, honestly, one of the best communities to be in. We are very friendly. We all help each other, and we try to educate each other. Even if I get something messed up, you know, we learn from it and we keep, you know, expanding the knowledge. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the Frost Giant. It was a little bit anticlimactic just because of how quick we killed it, but I hope you did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So that will be Friday. I'll catch you guys Friday for the proper live stream, which I'll be live streaming again for about 2 to 3 hours. See if anything exciting happens during that time. So thank you for watching, thank you for supporting, thank you for hitting the thumbs up, those guys have, and thank you for being subscribed to the channel. So I'll catch you guys later. Good night, good morning to wherever you guys are. See you later.